Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, it's me, Steve, out of Las Vegas, and see, we got a few people hopping on. Hey, guys, I apologize earlier. I don't know what I was thinking about. I was thinking about 6 p.m. my time, but not Eastern time. So when I put 6 p.m., I think I put whatever the time was all screwed up. So I had to go back and resend it. So that was my bad. But that's how it is when all these time zones. I can't keep up with all these time zones sometimes. But anyway, let's see. We got a few people on. I kind of want to make this a little bit more intimate, and what I could do, guys, for those that want to get on the panel, you can see there's me and Ro that are currently on the panel. So if you want to get in, that way we can kind of communicate. And I got some things I'm going to be showing you guys tonight as well. And but if you want to be able to ask questions and kind of dialogue a little bit, just write in the text field. Let me know if you want to get in. If not, if you just want to listen in, if you're driving or got on your cell phone or whatever, and you can't really dialogue, that's fine. Just go ahead and just hang out. But if you want to get in, just type in, let me in the panel or whatever in the chat box here, and then what I'll do is I'll set it up to where I can add you to the actual panel, and you'll see some instructions that'll pop on your screen and everything. Just follow those instructions, and that'll put you in the panel. But with that said, I guess let's go ahead and while we're waiting on a few people to let me know if they want to get on the panel or not, and if not, that's no big deal. But I kind of like to have a little bit of dialogue when we're kind of going over a few things. This is an informal training, guys. I just really kind of thought of this like yesterday. A few people have come in here recently. Actually, several people have come in, and I've been wanting to do a quick touch base with everybody. And I know the holidays is here. We just got through with Thanksgiving. We got Christmas on the way. Everybody's shopping and doing a little bit of traveling and everything. So I just wanted to kind of touch base and everything. So and we'll probably do another call like this. In 2015, I'm going to plan on doing something like this weekly, where we can all come together, kind of go over some real good stuff. It won't be specific to a particular company or anything like that. It's just going to be general training and just general, like a general mastermind, type of webinar situation. And I think it'll be good for whatever business that you're promoting going forward throughout the new year. So with that said, let's just go ahead and get started here, guys. Let's see, we've got, and I wasn't planning on a lot of people getting on. I didn't do any blasts on my Facebook page or anything like that. I just sent out some personal emails, just mostly to people that were already in My Lead System Pro. And but I know it's a lot of people probably are getting the information a little bit late, so on and so forth. But this is being recorded, so I'll be able to send that information on to those individuals as well, and you can be able to do the same thing. So I want to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions. I'm going to go over some things in the back office of My Lead System Pro, which is my tool or training tool of choice in this game. It's definitely, you guys seen all my videos, I guess, in terms of me talking about it, but My Lead System Pro is the reason why we are here today in terms of the success that we've gotten because of everything that it provides. So I'm going to show you a little bit how to really utilize it and really how to make it to help you with your business, whatever it is that you're promoting, so you can really start doing some bigger and better things. So let me go ahead and switch over my screen here, and I'm just going to jump in. And guys, if you got a question or whatever, just type it in, and we'll basically go from there. So let me go ahead and log into my account here, and we'll go ahead and get this party started. Let's see. And let me switch my screen here real quick here. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Everybody should be able to see that. So you should see the home screen. I'm about to log in. If you make sure you guys, when you go into your back office, make sure you just go back and explore all the different things back here. I mean, you don't have to really memorize anything, but just kind of get an idea of how a lot of this stuff works. And the more familiar you are with the back office, the better. Now, here's something cool that we're going to be doing. We're actually going to be putting together kind of like an overlay over MLSP, meaning what I mean by that, you've got a lot of good information back here. From what I've seen over the last couple of years, some people that come in, they get a little overwhelmed because there's just so much information, and you know what, there is. But I'd rather have more information than buying something and you barely got anything back there. I like that they've got pretty much anything under the sun relating to internet marketing, network marketing, leadership, just getting the right mindset and everything in between. Okay, pretty much anything that you can imagine that you would want to have information about in terms of marketing, especially online or maybe even offline, it's back here. Okay, so I would much rather have a system that has everything. So if I want to learn this one month or this the other month or later on this year I want to get my skills together with this particular topic, guess what? I don't have to go all over the internet. All I got to do is go in one place. Okay, so look at that as a plus. But however, in the beginning, guys, you really just want to kind of just focus on one, maybe two strategies that you really want to focus on in the beginning. And I kind of talked about that in one of the videos that I made. I think it was like last week or whatever. But one of the places that you want to start, guys, click here where it says start here. And we're going to be doing some revamp. So we're going to revamp a little bit of this next month. We got something me and my wife are working on or whatever that will kind of really make this like a cookie cutter process in terms of just following a certain path to really help you to become more successful. So of course, if you make sure that you go here, start here, because you're going to need to set up your system. You definitely want to. I always tell people just click on. So when you go to start here, it brings you to this page right here, right? And it only starts you to the university 201. I always say just go here. If you're like new to marketing, like you've really never done any kind of building a brand online or anything like that, start here. Just click on where it says start here. Once you're in the start here section, in the getting started with My Lead System Pro section, just click on start here and watch those videos here. This is a really good video that really gives an overview of the system of an MLSP and how it works. And then right below, you're going to see information on the Facebook group, the fan page. Make sure that you get plugged in to these groups here, guys. So of course the Facebook group has all the good information in regards to My Lead System Pro. So make sure you join this group. Okay, a lot of great information, insight on of course on MLSP, everything that all the different people that are involved in and around the world per se, come here pretty much on a daily basis. So you definitely want to get that in your news feed. So make sure that you join that. Very important. Also, make sure you go to the fan page. And make sure you like it. Okay, so therefore you can start getting updates and things of that nature as well in your news feed on Facebook. So if there's new things that come out or new information that MLSP needs to deliver to the people that are involved, you'll be in the mix. Okay, so make sure that you do that as well. And it's pretty self-explanatory, guys. I mean, just kind of go through, read this information here. That's step one. Step two is understanding attraction marketing. This is a really good video right here, guys. So make sure that you really get a chance to check that out, because it definitely will give you a much broader understanding of what this attraction marketing thing is all about. And we're going to kind of talk a little bit about that here in a moment. Step three is more or less how to start getting leads today. You definitely want to make sure that, let me see. So step three is getting leads today. Definitely watch that information. Step four is, what to say to your MLSP leads that you're getting, because you will get leads, guys, if you use the system correctly. I mean, it's not rocket science. If you use the system, you'll get leads all day long, pretty much. And then of course, I'm gonna show you some ways on how to convert those leads as well. And then of course, just go through these videos, guys. That really just gives you a good foundation of what's going on. Okay. Now, one thing that you want to make sure too is when you kind of go through that information, of course, you got some different things. I kind of don't, and that's where we're kind of working on something outside of MLSP, just so you guys don't get overwhelmed with so much busy work, I guess you can say. I think this portion right here is really good to really give you that foundation. And then, of course, next you definitely want to come to, let's see, under my account, what I would do is go into my profile settings, and that will basically help you to set up all your different, the website information. So like putting in your name and all that good stuff. Really just kind of go through this information. I definitely recommend, set up your profile, any notifications, however you want your notifications. Go ahead and create an About Me to put on your page. Your avatar is your picture, so make sure you go here and set that up so you'll have an image that will be represented on your MLSP website. All your different social links. I got a few more I need to add. I typically only use mostly Facebook and YouTube, a little bit of LinkedIn, so on and so forth, and I got a blog that I'm working on now. Your opportunity, and then of course, just really mainly your opportunity right there is whatever your opportunity that you're promoting. Once you kind of get those things set up, and it doesn't take long, guys, but you really want to understand what the system is all about and what it's trying to do. The system of My Lead System Pro is designed to help you look like an expert. Okay, that's what it's trying to make you look like to people online. A lot of people come in to MLSP and they think it's just all about you getting leads so you can sign somebody up in your deal. Okay, that is far from the truth. Okay, I don't want to say far, it's part of it. It's part of the truth. But to do that, there's a few things that you got to do first. What you have to do to generally get more leads, more sales on a long-term basis, you've got to build a brand. Build a brand to where people know you, like you, and they trust you. Okay? Now some of you are saying, well, how does that work? How do I do that? Well, there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. And we're going to talk a little bit about, how that all works. But first what I want to do is make sure that you guys understand when you're I guess we're coming up on 2015. And a lot of people are wanting major success online, and I get it. I definitely understand. I think we all want major success. We all want the recognition, the rewards, the money, everything. I think we all want that. However, there are certain things that you're going to have to do first to be able to achieve that. And a few of those things to be able to do that, guys. One, you're going to have to make sure that you're taking time to grow. Okay, it's not going to come, overnight. It's not going to come in a week. It's not going to come in 2 weeks. It's not going to come in 3 weeks. In most cases, it's not going to come in a month. I'm not saying that you won't get any sales or any kind of activity or any positive results. I'm talking about to where you're generating leads, whether you're doing anything or not. You're generating sales. When you wake up in the morning, boom, I made 4 or 5 sales this morning, and I haven't even touched my computer yet. That's what you want. That takes time to build. For us, when we got an MLSP, we spent, actually months just kind of playing around in the system, just kind of I'm checking it out one day, I'm not checking it out the next, whatever, because I wasn't even promoting any opportunities at the time. I was still working, so I wasn't even promoting anything. I wasn't in that full-time marketer mode at that moment. However, I was in a student mode. I was trying to learn more and just trying to understand. That's really what I don't think I've ever said that. I think that's really why I was trying to spend most of my time. I was just trying to understand how all this stuff works. And then when we finally, I don't know, maybe 6 months later, finally found an opportunity or a program that we wanted to promote online, it was easy. I mean, it was just because I had a much better understanding about marketing and everything, so we took things we went faster without having to wait a lot. Now, I didn't make like, crazy income, but my first month in a particular program and doing it all online, we made $1,000. I mean, it was like, roughly about $900. I mean, still, but that was still pretty good compared to we never really made any big money on the internet before that. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty interesting. So for you got to understand having the right expectation. Let me show you guys something real quick. Let me change my screen again. If I go back to the back office, for those that aren't mastery. Now, if you're a university, that's fine because you're going to have a lot of great training located right here. If you go to training, then marketing strategies, a lot of great information here. Okay, and you get access to the last 3 most recent Wednesday webinars. Remember, Wednesday in MLSP is a big day. There's a lot of great information that's being shared in MLSP every Wednesday, which is the biggest webinar of the week. And we have a lot of different webinars as well, and as you can see, they're kind of located right here, so you can see that information. However, we're going to be doing a lot of training out of the training library, which is for mastery members only. Okay, now the reason why I say that is because basically what my wife and I are going to be doing, and it's going to be able to help you guys, and not to mention it's going to help you guys in your business, and it's going to help you financially. What we're going to be putting together is a step-by-step, holding your hand. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Now, I'm not talking about just busy work. I'm not talking about, okay, just do this, do that, and call me in the morning. No, I'm talking about stuff. If you do these particular activities, you will get results. Guaranteed. Period. You can take that to the bank. Okay? However, a lot of those trainings that we're going to be referencing that a lot of you guys watch, like for example, like it might be step 3, locate, go to this link here, which would be a link that's located in the mastery level membership, where you're going to watch a training, delivered by one of the top leaders in My Lead System Pro on a certain segment about whatever it is. Okay, and then I'm going to give, after that video, right below that, you're going to see like some homework assignments where, okay, do this here, do that, based off of what was shared in that video. So really just trying to make it, to where anybody can do it. We kind of worked on a little bit already, but it's quite not done yet. I'm thinking probably later this month, first of the year, we'll have it done. But again, there's still a lot of stuff, guys, that you can actually go through right now. Matter of fact, one of them in particular is, let me find it here real quick. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's under, I'm not for sure. Hold on, let me see. Hey, Ro, you remember when was that? Remember that one that Ray Higdon did, like right after Live the Dream? There was one. I actually got it saved in a document. I just don't have it up here. But let me see if I can find it real quick. This particular one is definitely going to be one of the videos in that training that will definitely be able to help you guys move forward faster. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. I think it was under video marketing. Let's see. Yeah, right here. This one. I found it. Under video marketing. Ray Higdon, if you don't know, Ray Higdon is multi-millionaire in our industry and definitely one of the leaders in My Lead System Pro. He pretty much specializes in, blogging mainly. He does a lot of videos and a lot of training, just a lot of insight on marketing just in general. I mean, this dude knows his stuff. This is a really good video, guys. It's like an hour and 39 minutes. Really good stuff. I mean, after watching this, a lot of it's gonna make sense to you. I mean, whatever gaps that you had before will be answered in this video. Not to mention a whole lot of these other videos, right? Depending on what you want to learn. But what we're going to do, because from what we've seen, sometimes people that are new to mastery, they come in and they see all these different, because these are all different webinars. If you're looking on the right, here are all the different categories. So they got them all listed here. And if you added up all these different webinars, as you can see, PPC, there's 15 webinars. Under Mindset, there's 350, so on and so forth. All these different webinars, if you add all of them up, it comes out to, I think, about 2,000 different webinars. Now, of course, you don't need to go out and watch 2,000 webinars. I haven't. I probably watched maybe hundreds, over the past 2.5, maybe 3 years, I guess. But definitely hundreds of them. However, sometimes people get a little overwhelmed. They're like, I don't know where to start. Well, that's what we're going to be doing, guys, is really just kind of homing in on that a little bit more to kind of give you some really good recommendations on some things that can really help you move forward. Now, even in the meantime, you need to, first off, you need to ask yourself, who do you want to become online? What do you want to do? Obviously some of you guys are in some business, marketing some product, right? And you get some type of commission every time you either make a sale or whatever, right? So it can't be just that, okay? Because your company, whoever you represent, they really don't need to be branded really anymore. I wouldn't think so. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're already well branded. However, I don't think a lot of people might know who you are online. Okay, so what you have to do is really start sharing information. So let me kind of give you guys a few tips on what I do and what I've done, even in the beginning when we really started marketing and really started, I guess, in the beginning, I wasn't even really trying to, I guess I was, but I really didn't understand it all fully. And what I mean is, I wanted not just to be the guy known for ABC company. I also wanted to be known as the guy that has information on all the resources and tools and blah, 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 blah. You need to follow him. Make sure you friend him and follow him, because he has a lot of good insight, a lot of good information on tools and resources and training and stuff like that. That's what I wanted. Why do I want that? Because it attracts everybody in every business. So it doesn't matter. So if I'm in one company, right, and there's people in all different types of businesses, well, I want to attract those individuals as well. I want them to kind of follow what I have to offer in terms of, training, support, what have you. And then what has happened over the years is that a lot of them, because of the value that we put out there in the marketplace, they eventually say, I think I kind of like this guy, or I kind of like this other people that do the same thing. I think I kind of like this person. I think I want to join them and work with them in business. So they just want to just sign up whatever business that we're promoting, okay? Because of the value and the relationship that we've built, because we've just given them so much free information, okay? One way that we've done that, guys, is this right here. Let me show you. In the back office of MLSP, you've got your My Websites, and you also have all these different campaigns right here, guys, okay? Now, let me click on MLSP campaigns. Guys, this is really key, okay? If you go to MLSP campaigns, this is the portion that gives you the ability to offer people the membership. So, because remember, guys, you get paid. I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in a moment. But remember, we get paid for offering people an MLSP membership. Okay? Now, if you're a university member, I think you get roughly about 30% anytime someone buys something. If you're a mastery member, of course, it's a lot higher. You actually make a little bit more money. Let me kind of give you an example. And I'm going to kind of talk about it from the mastery level, because that's really where you want to be in terms of earning money within the system. Okay? If you want to make money with MLSP, in addition to whatever company that you promote, you really need to be masters. Okay? Here's why. As you can see, you got all these different funnels. These are different funnels, guys. Okay, these are different ways that you can market the membership of MLSP. Let me change my screen because you're not going to see this if the pop-up comes up. So hold on, let me do it this way. Let's see, maybe I can do it this way. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, I can do it this way. So for example, I'm going to click on this little not hourglass, but magnifying glass here. So I'm going to right-click that and open it up in a new tab so you guys can see it. So when that pops up, well, maybe it won't do it that way. Let me try it again. Open image. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Hold on 1 second. Let me change to full desktop view. I think that's it right there. Share. Okay. All right. There we go. So I hope you guys can. Hey, Ro, can you guys see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So this is how we built our list. Part of we've done it through some other ways, but I'm telling you guys, the key is what you want to do. Let me give you the secret. Write this down. Okay. Write it. So if you've got a pen, whatever. The secret of making huge income consistently, month after month, year after year, is building a list. Okay? Building an audience. Building a following. Okay? Has nothing to do with your product. Some of y'all probably didn't catch that. Has everything to do with you and the people that are following you. Okay, I really want to drive that home with you guys tonight. Okay, it's about building a following. Everything that you do from this point on should be about capturing emails and names, and contacts, and friends, and followers, and so on and so forth. Whether they buy something or not, who cares? Okay? Well, part of you care, I guess you could say. But if someone doesn't buy today, maybe they'll buy tomorrow. Maybe they'll buy 6 months from now. Maybe they'll buy a year from now. Okay? But the only way you'll be able to offer them other things in the future is if you have their name and their email address. It's the only way you'll be able to do that. Because a lot of times when they opt into your opportunities or whatever, or if they say no, a lot of times no just means not right now. I'm busy. I got stuff going on. My personal life, blah, blah, blah. I can't really focus on nothing like that at the moment. Or maybe I'm not interested in that. But now you're offering different things down the road, and guess what? Now you can offer them something else. People wonder, you ever wonder how a lot of people that that you see as like a guru or some kind of expert marketer, you ever wonder how they just get in a business and just kill it from day one? Because they don't have to go look for anybody. They already have a following. They already have relationships with those individuals. So, and they're always giving great content, and that's why those people follow them. It's because of the content that they're giving. Okay, now, so this is one way that I've done it. Without me really having to create the content, if that makes sense. Because I've created a lot of content and I've built the following from like different things that I made. So let me kind of elaborate what that means by content. Making videos, status updates on a Facebook page or Twitter page or Instagram or whatever. Just value-rich content, not really just content saying, hey, buy my stuff. No, I'm talking about just content of sharing some information, content on my thoughts for the day about marketing or my thoughts or what happened today or whatever it might be. Okay, just content that I feel that some people would say, hey, Steve, I appreciate you posting that, man. That really helped me out today. Whatever it was. Okay, that's content. just giving away free content, just giving away, just trying to help your day, or just maybe trying to help your day in business. Okay, so that's what I mean by content. But the cool thing about MLSP, they got a lot of that content already made for you. Let me show you. So for example, if I click on this one right here, click on. So make sure you go back here, guys, and actually click on. I got my settings so my videos don't pop up. Just makes my computer run better. This is one of the videos. I think, which video is this? Okay, this is the one about the CRM. We're going to be doing some more training on this, not tonight, but they've got some training in the back office. But this really kind of breaks that down, what that tool does, and you can kind of see, and you get it for $9.97 with a 10-day trial, and they also get, of course, access to, the MLSP membership, right? And they get the CRM included with that. So this really gives you an idea of what your prospects would see if you were marketing this. So if somebody said, hey man, I wish there was just a much better way that I could, organize all my prospects, bam, I'm going to send them directly here. Okay, they can watch this video, kind of give a little bit more insight on what that tool does, so on and so forth. Okay, now that's just one example there. The mastery membership, you click on that, it kind of gives you an idea. Oh, let me kind of back up here real quick. I want to show you really what all this stuff does. Okay, if you look at, so the first thing that we did, we clicked on the little magnifying glass, and it pulled up the actual capture page for the CRM funnel, which is basically that new tool that MLSP released about a couple of months ago. If you want to know what happens or what your prospect sees after they opt in, you want to click on this little icon right here. So if you click on that, it's going to bring up this page, which it shows you right here. It shows you this is the actual capture page. This is the actual page they go to after they've opted in. So anytime before I do any kind of marketing of anybody's systems, so you might want to write this down as well. Before you market anybody's system, if you didn't make it, if it's something that you bought somebody's system, some tool or whatever, you need to know the flow of it. You need to understand what your people are going to see, what they're going to experience, all the way to the checkout page. Because it's going to help you understand how to market and what to experience, or what your people are going to experience. It just makes you more efficient. Okay, so what I do is typically here, let me kind of backtrack on that again. So I clicked on this link here. This gives me the ability to see what happens after they opt in. So I can highlight this second link. I just open it up in another tab right here, and you'll see it. This is the actual page. All right, and typically there's a video here, guys, but remember I have my settings on my computer, so it limits a lot of processing on my computer. But as you can see here, there'll be a video that plays right here. Okay, on your end it'll play. That's number 2. Basically, this is a free training about the CRM tool. Okay, so they'll be able to watch that training, right? Number 2, they'll be able to come here to get more information about My Lead System Pro, and even in this video, they're gonna, of course, the trainer who's delivering the training, they're gonna be talking about, the CRM, this, that, and the other thing, and how you can become a My Lead System Pro member, blah, 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 and then boom, they can just come right here, hit load, and learn more, and that'll take them to the information and learn how to become a member with My Lead System Pro. Okay, if they're like, hey man, that was some good information. Ron, that was some good information, man. What business are you doing? Well, just click on step 3. Step 3, Ron can have his information of whatever opportunity, MLM, affiliate program, whatever. He can have linked right there, so they can get training, access to My Lead System Pro, and information about their business if they want to. I'm not expecting them to. That's the thing, guys. I'm not expecting them to. I'm just being available. I'm just being professional in terms of I'm the guy that you want to hook up with, because guess what? I got all the goodies. You want to learn how to do anything, you need to hook up with me. That's how you want to use these tools. Okay. For example, You got the master memberships, you got the university. Kind of play around with that information, guys, and that's in terms of just getting people at, trying to get them to if you're trying to refer people into the system. If you're trying to just get more leads, you can go into where it says MLSP system campaigns. This is why I give a lot of free trainings away, guys. This is Instagram training, keyword research training, pay-per-view training, recruit leaders, how to bring top leaders into your MLM or whatever business that you're promoting. These are free trainings, guys, that I give away all the time. In Facebook groups, I send them out in email blasts. And what happens when they click, for example, let's say I think this one is a Facebook one here. So if I click on that one, it pulls up a Facebook training. It's like an hour and 45-minute training or something like that, where they can get information on how to get 25 plus fans or more just by using Facebook in 60 minutes. Okay, who wouldn't want to see that? That's marketing online. Especially if they're brand new. I get a lot of people, they just put their name, email, phone number in. Boop. They might already be in a business. That's fine. Because if they're in a business, that's great, because they might want to get more information like this, more training like this. And who do you think they're going to come to get that information from? They're going to come to me. And where do you think I'm going to refer them? I'm going to refer them to My Lead System Pro. So even if they just want that, or maybe they don't want to join my business, that's fine. I got a list. I got an email. And over time, you're going to look up, you're going to like, man, I got like 1,000 emails. And so when you join something new, or you want to start marketing a little bit or whatever, you don't have to go look for nobody. You already got a list of emails of people that probably already kind of know you, especially if you've been kind of emailing that list, periodically, building those relationships with those individuals. So, something comes around, some new business opportunity or whatever, or some new tool or product that you want to start promoting, you don't really have to go look for anybody. You already got a list of people that are already interested in home-based business. That's what it's all about, guys. That's the game. Building your following, building your list. It's not about just trying to do this. And, I had a guy one time, he said he had been doing this. He had been using this strategy because they teach it in MLSP as well. He said he's in the last, couple months, I think he said he's gotten about, I don't know, maybe about 300-400 names and emails. And he sounded a little frustrated because he said, I've only been able to sign up like 5 people, using this. He said, but I've gotten like 300 to 500, emails. I'm like, that sounds like a pretty good success to me. I said, one, you've gotten 300 to 400 emails, okay, of people that are already in business. And I asked him, I said, so are you emailing those people, periodically? He said, no. I said, well, that's one problem right there. You're not continuing to build those relationships with those people that have already opted in to your information. So if you kind of cater to them, just give them free information, send them some other information. You see all these trainings right here? Send them some other information. If they like the Facebook information, there's some additional Facebook information here. Send them some of that information. Send them some different information on some of the other different training. It's free training, and it makes you look like a winner because you're saying, hey, you can just shoot them an email. Hey, this is Steve. Hey, just to let you know, I just saw this crazy Instagram training that you got to check out. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Just check out the video. If the videos are like an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, check out the information. Tell me what you think about this. I'm about to kill this Instagram thing. You're not even pitching a business. You're just building that relationship, saying, hey, check this out, check that out. And then what happens when you're continually doing things like that, then every now and then you start something new. And now you want people to check out some new thing that you're doing or some new product that your company just released or whatever. And now you want to send that information out to them where they're going to be more receptive to it because you've built that credibility with them and you've already built that relationship. It just makes all the difference in the world. Okay? That's a process. Okay? It's a process. So while you're doing all that, you can be getting sales in between here and there, and as you're building your business and you're doing a lot of different things. That's just one way, guys, in terms of how you can help build your following. Okay, and that's under MLSP system campaigns. MLSP system campaigns, free training for all your people that you're connected to online now. Okay, the cool thing is some of them have. Let me see. If you look at all this stuff here, guys, you can edit your settings. You can. Some of them will have swipe copy, meaning like information that you can just copy. Like for example, this says Facebook status updates for Facebook group or using in a Facebook groups. Basically, what that means is MSP has already put together something that you can say, and all you got to do is just copy it. And it even already has your link to that particular training, so you don't even have to really put your, unless you got your own domain name, you want to put your own domain there or whatever. That's fine, like a personal domain that you purchased from like GoDaddy or whatever, you can put that there. But you can copy that and then just put it on your wall or whatever. And I always tell people, I mean, look at this information here, guys, and I always say kind of edit it a little bit to where it sounds like you, if that makes any difference, or if that makes any sense. You know, because if some of your people that you know or whatever that you're connected to read this and it doesn't sound like you, they'll know it's not you. Okay, so I always tell people kind of put your own little whatever, put some slang in. I mean, don't be, you know, a lot of profanity or nothing like that or whatever, but you know what I mean. Just kind of be real, be yourself, and in a lot of that. But if you don't know what to say, that's fine, because guess what? They already got it already set up for you. There's another example. Here's another example. I mean, they got a lot of them. You don't see that in all of these, but in most of them you will. Okay? So I've used this, guys. I don't know how many leads I've gotten off of that alone. I don't even know how much money I've earned because of just giving away free training. I mean, people love it. You just being able to do that kind of stuff, guys. So it definitely does make a difference. You got your MSP product campaigns. I really love this, guys, because this gives you the ability, not to mention, to give away some free training, but at the same time earn 100% profit on certain. These are where you can earn actually a commission based off of whatever level that you're at. Mastery, you'll get more. If you're a university, you get a certain percentage as well. But these are other trainings of a lot of different products that MLSP and some of their top trainers have put together for you. So if someone wants to know more about how to build, or I guess SEO, they can come here and you can send them this link here, guys, and they can actually watch a free training on how to become much better using this particular tool in terms of SEO. Just really good stuff, guys. I mean, you got the goods. I mean, they set you up. You got all kinds of stuff that you can sell to people, and training that you can give to people at the same time. And then, of course, under MSP profit campaigns, that's what I was meaning to say earlier, these are different training courses that you can just offer people online. You put it in Facebook groups, email it to people, whatever, and they buy these certain courses depending on what that person needs. I have a lot of these courses myself, and every time I bought, like for example, I bought MyTube Traffic Mojo, which is $297, okay, which is where I got a lot of my video skills from, in understanding how video marketing works. So this is the course where I started. This is where I began. Okay, when I bought that course for $297, Michelle Pescassolito, who's my sponsor in MLSP, she got a commission of $297. Okay, guess what? Anybody that you refer buys one of those courses as a mastery member, you get whatever the amount is. You get 100% of the commission, even though you didn't create the course, you didn't create the website. All you did was offer it. And when they bought it, you got 100% of the commission, like you did like you did create it yourself. Okay, you can make a lot of money that way, guys. I know we've made thousands upon thousands of dollars in addition to our regular income from our primary business opportunity. This is just all extra, and it doesn't conflict with anything, because this is stuff that everybody needs. Man, I'm just having to imagine if everybody that I'm in business with, like whether in an MLM business or whatever, if everybody on my team had access to My Lead System Pro, wow, we would be crushing it. I mean, because everybody would be so educated on marketing. They would be so, I mean, they would just be bad. I mean, flat out. So, I mean, so those are just a few other examples, guys. Definitely go back and actually check out a lot of the information. And we're going to be doing some trainings like this every week. I'm not for sure what day yet. Let's kind of get out of the holidays and everything, and then I'll kind of know going forward. But I know starting 2015, January, I'm going to be having a one webinar at least one, maybe more, but at least one per week based off of My Lead System Pro and a lot of the education and things that we're learning from it. You know, whether it be about certain strategies, about this or about that, whatever. I give you guys that opportunity to ask questions and maybe kind of give you a little bit of personal one-on-one coaching via the webinar, and they kind of help you from there. So that's pretty much how I got started. Okay, just utilizing a lot of free stuff because I wanted to be looked at. I know for me, I wanted to be known as not just some guy in some business. I wanted to be known as a trainer first. I wanted to be known as a motivator, a person of high skills and knowledge. And MLSP allowed me to do that because I kind of peeped game a little bit. I did a lot of research online and come to find out a lot of the top big earners, okay, in the industry typically do this kind of stuff. Not only are they making money in their primary business, but they're attracting a lot more people into their primary business because of the value that they're giving to the marketplace or to that group of people. Okay, they're not just saying, hey, join my business, you're going to make all kind of money. They're saying, hey, let me show you some things that I'm doing that's helped me to get to this point. Tools, resources, training. I'll be able to deliver a lot of that for you and show you how we're doing it. Boom. And then a lot of people will just join their business from all over the world. It's crazy. That's how it was. That's why I will always be a My Lead System Pro member, because I don't have time to create all these kind of trainings, and I'm not an expert in all these different type of topics. Because I talk to a lot of different people, you know, that want to learn different things at different times. You know, people want to know more about SEO. You know, I know some SEO marketing strategies, but I really don't consider myself like a major guru in that. But guess what? All I got to do is I got some people who have created trainings that know about SEO, and I've got access to some trainings as well. All you got to do is be a mastery member, and I'll show you the training vault. So if you want to know about SEO, I'll come here, click on SEO. We got 30 webinars. It's just on SEO, period. Nothing but search engine optimization. Okay? Free trainings. Hour 39 minutes. 1 hour. 2 hours. 1 hour and 56 minutes. 2 hours. 2 hour and 14 minutes. 2 hour and 8 minutes. 2 hours and 41 minutes. So I'm safe to say if you're interested in more about search engine optimization, I'm pretty sure that you can become a mastery member in My Lead System Pro. Click on SEO. Well, I already clicked on it, so that's why you don't see it now, but click on SEO, and you'll actually be able to see a lot of information relating to search engine optimization. So those are the kind of conversations that I have, and plus, how many people in this webinar get pitched on Facebook like every day, like through somebody tagged you in a post, somebody sent you like a personal message, and and you're like, well, shoot, I'm already in a business. I can't do anything because I'm already in a business. I would say raise your hand, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people here have. This is what I do. What I've been doing a lot of lately is when they shoot me that information, a lot of times, I kind of talk to them, say, hey man, it sounds interesting or whatever, or I've heard about that opportunity, or oh, hey, man, that's a pretty cool business or whatever. In some cases, I'm already in it. They're all in it as well. But typically, my next question would be for them is, oh, man, it sounds pretty cool. Well, let me ask you a question. How's it been getting leads and sales online lately? Well, I already know typically the answer to that question for most people. Now, if it's somebody, some heavy hitter or whatever, somebody that know that has a huge following, doing a lot of big things, I probably won't just ask them that question. I might ask that question maybe on behalf of their people because they already know how to do that. So, but most people that hit me up typically like that, usually I already kind of know what their business is like typically. They're just trying to get it going. They're trying to figure things out. And in most cases, they're not really developing any leads. They don't have any insight. They don't have any detailed marketing training that can really help them move forward faster. So I typically ask them, well, how's that going for them? And they'll say typically, oh, well, so I mean, it's all right at times, but, kind of having a little trouble. A lot of times they just open up to you. And then at that point, I kind of talk about, well, I've got a resource that's really helping me pretty much crush it in any business. I mean, getting lead sales, building relationships, building even a much larger following that I had prior. I'm using this resource, been using it for a couple years, man. It's helped me, become a six-figure earner. We've been doing this about 3 years, and we've been doing over 6 figures since. Oh yeah, what's it called? I'll shoot them over some information. Typically, it might be either a video that I've created. A lot of cases, especially in the beginning, it was information and content that My Lead System Pro had already created. So where most people, typically this is usually how it is. We're in some company, right? Some opportunity, some MLM, right? We talk to somebody and they say, well, hey, I'm not interested because I'm already doing whatever. Okay? Most cases, that conversation ends. It's done. Because they done already told you, no, I'm not interested because I'm already doing whatever, so I'm not interested in your opportunity. And at that point, we just kind of, we kind of walk away, right? Because we're done. And we have nothing else to sell, right? Whereas for people in My Lead System Pro, like myself and you, is that at that point I'll be like, hey man, that's awesome, dude, man. That's hey, I heard a lot of great things about that business. But let me ask you something. How's getting leads and stuff online? How's that been? It's kind of hard these days on social media. How's getting leads and constant leads and sales on the internet? How's that been working out for you? I already know the answer. And at that point, they'll kind of open up or whatever, and I kind of give that same kind of pitch or whatever. And even if I'm someone new, I say, well, hey, I just found out a really cool resource I've been using, man. I just got it, and come to find out, a lot of the top internet marketers that are pretty much out here in the game, a lot of them, if not most of them, originated from this resource. And I've been learning a lot of good stuff, man. And I mean, it just really just blew my mind when I saw the information that was available in it. Hey, matter of fact, I could send you some information about it if you want. It can really help you get some more leads in your business, whatever the name is. That I'm pretty sure can definitely help you, like it's helping me in mine. I've never had anybody say, no, don't send me any information. I don't think I've ever had that before. I think everybody wants to know how they can get more leads, and then I just send them a link or whatever, and if they sign up, great. Not whatever, I just say, hey, take a look at this webinar if you like it. It's going to give you a lot of great information. Sometimes I'll ask them, so what kind of marketing are you doing online? I mean, specifically online, what's your main thing? Well, a lot of times what I find, a lot of people say mostly, of course, Facebook. Oh man, Facebook! I'm telling you, I'll say, well, yeah, Facebook is crazy, man. It's it's definitely one of the go-to places for marketing online. Matter of fact, I got a webinar. Matter of fact, this webinar is about 45 minutes to an hour. But man, I got a notebook with about 20 different nuggets, and I learned some really cool ninja trick strategies on how to get leads really quick on Facebook. Matter of fact, and it does, the training is free. What's your email, and I send it to you. Right? That's all I do, guys. And I just send them, hey Bob, it's Steve, man. Hey, here's that link that I was telling you about, blah blah blah, whatever. And I just say, hey, just opt in, and then that'll take you to the actual video. You'll be able to watch it. So I've gotten a lot of leads just from doing that. I've made videos talking about certain trainings in MLSP before. Like I'll watch a webinar and then I'll do a video about what I just watched on the webinar, just to get people to watch it. Because I'll watch a webinar and it was like, man, off the chain. Because a lot of these webinars in the back office are crazy. I mean, just filled with tons of golden nuggets. And I've made videos where I'll be like, guys, I don't know what I just saw, but tell you what, I've been doing it all wrong on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it might be, and say, tell you what, I learned how to do this, I learned how to do that. Man, it just really is going to change my business. Matter of fact, you got to see this webinar right below. You're going to see a link. Click on that link, opt in. It's going to take you to the exact webinar that I just finished watching. It's definitely going to help you in your business. Just things like that, guys. And what you're doing, you're building your following, and you're building credibility as a person that knows how to find information and how to utilize it. So that's one aspect of it. And now again, this particular webinar that we're on right now, we're going to be doing more. And one thing I've learned is that, like, I've got a coaching product that I kind of initially did it earlier. I think it was last month sometime. And then I really had to stop and kind of reevaluate it, because I had like a price, some prices for like an hour coaching, and then a month coaching, and then like 2 or 3 months coaching. But then it just kind of hit me. I'm like, what can I do for somebody in an hour? I mean, realistically. Unless I'm like maybe critiquing a website or a certain strategy that they're doing, maybe I can probably just kind of critique a few things. But what can I really do in an hour? And so that's why this venue here is just going to be mostly on a weekly basis. And you have to be an MLSP, because a lot of stuff that we're going to be learning is going to come from here. Like they got a webinar coming up this Wednesday about webinars. I'll say this, guys. We made a ton of money this year just doing webinars, flat out. That is one skill that we're going to be talking about. So make sure that you get on Wednesday. Matter of fact, if you log into your My Lead System Pro account, you're going to see some steps on that home page. Follow those steps, because that's going to get you prepared for Steve Jaffe's webinar training course that he's going to be doing Wednesday night. And that is definitely one skill that you definitely want to sharpen going through 2015. And webinars really made a big difference in our income this year, and we're definitely going to continue that trend. And but a lot of those webinars were mostly company specific. We did some training as well, but we're going to be doing more training specific webinars. We're just general training. So if you're in this company or that company or what, it doesn't matter, because we're just going to be talking about the specifics of how to do whatever, okay, for your business. And so we're going to be doing a lot more of that. So I've been going on and on and on and on, because I just get so fired up, guys, about MLSP and what it has to offer. We've got something that we're going to be working on that's going to even help that. MLSP has got a tool coming out called the Funnelizer, and some other things that they're not sharing that's coming out for 2015. The Funnelizer will be out next month. They got some other things that they're working on as well. So whatever you do, keep your membership. I promise you. You're going to be like, man, I should have kept my membership. Keep your membership. I'm telling you guys, because this is going to be our main focus. Training is going to be our main focus in 2015. Yeah, we'll do some different opportunities and stuff. You'll probably see me do some kind of MLM, or maybe some kind of new affiliate program, or promoting some new marketing product or something like that. But our main focus over everything else is going to be training with, I guess, a foundation of My Lead System Pro in regards to that. We're going to have some of our own products, so on and so forth. I know some of you guys are working on some of your own products and things of that nature. So but training is going to be the key, because I really want to help you guys get to that next level and get you to 100K in 2015. One of the biggest pieces of getting to that goal, you got to build an audience. Okay, you got to build an audience. Without building an audience, it's going to be, it's still possible. It's just going to take longer. you got to have that focus on building an audience. And building an audience takes building a brand. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about that. You're definitely going to see that in that new system that we're going to be putting, layering on top of MLSP, just walking you through what you need to do, what video you need to watch, what assignment you need to do next, so on and so forth. Because what I want to do for 2015, I want to eliminate all questions. And what I mean, I'm not saying don't ask any questions. I mean going through a process and it's all laid out for you. And all you got to do is just take action. That's all you got to do. Take action. Some of the things you might do, you might not quite understand. Just do it anyway. And we're going to have it laid out so you'll understand when things start happening, if that makes any sense. But we'll lay it out to where it will eliminate a lot of questions on what to do. Because that's the problem that I see a lot of times people outside of it, My Lead System Pro, and even inside, they really don't know what to do or where to go or what to do first. So I'm going to eliminate all that. That's what we're working on now. You still got access to everything now, so you can still get in there and start learning a lot of great information that can really help you move forward. But in the meantime, we're going to be working on some things to really help, fill in those gaps even more. So all you got to do is going to be pretty much like paint by numbers. Just follow the instructions. Boom, you guaranteed to start getting leads, guaranteed to start building your brand, having a following, and getting sales. That's really what we want. And so 2015 is going to allow us to do that. So with that said, I know we got a few people here on the panel. Let me reach out to Ronald. How you doing, Ronald? What's going on, buddy? I don't know. You might still be muted out, so you might want to mute out or unmute yourself, just in case if you're still on your computer or whatever. I don't know if you're on your computer or on your cell phone or whatever. But whenever you come back, just jump in. In the meantime, I'm gonna run over here to Ro. Hey, what's going on, Ro?
Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, loud and clear. So, hey, dude, I know I've been talking for like an hour, man. So I hope I didn't overwhelm everybody. Hey, guys, give me some feedback in the chat. If you got any questions about anything too, definitely just go ahead and respond to those or put your questions right there in the chat. So I know, Ro, you've been in MLSP for a while now, actually. We went to Live the Dream. You know a lot of the leaders in the back office of or that are in the community of MLSP. So what are your thoughts for 2015 and what you want to do with your business?
Well, the thing about it is, Steve, like you said, you alluded to earlier in the webinar, to be successful, you got to kind of duplicate what people who are already there have done. And like you said, a lot of the biggest marketers online today are now part of MLSP or have been in the past. And it's when you take that in consideration and the fact that they're teaching all this ninja stuff. People use ninja a lot these days, but they're teaching all these techniques. Yeah, exactly. They're teaching all these techniques so that they can help you get leads online and like you said, create a following online. They're just laying the groundwork, and all you have to do is follow it. So as far as your second part of the question, what I'm trying to do in 2015 is create that brand and create that following, because I know having all of these tools and having all of this information at your fingertips is really great, but if you don't put it to use, or if you get in that mode of overwhelm, it can really not. If you don't put it into action, it won't do anything for you. So that's what I'm really trying to do in 2015 is become a little bit more consistent in the marketing and utilization of the tools and just pointing people in the direction of getting the training that they need. That's it.
Hey man, that's good stuff. You said it. You definitely got to take action and kind of go back to what I was saying before about this. Formula. I guess that's what we'll call it. Formula for success, kind of like a if you're gonna cook something or whatever, and if you want to cook some pancakes, right? I'm pretty sure they're on the back of the box. There's some instructions that you need to follow, right? And if you follow those instructions to the T, you're gonna have some really good tasting pancakes, right? But if you miss a step, or you put the wrong amount of water or milk or whatever in that formula, it's not gonna turn out right. And I think that's what's happening a lot of times in a lot of people's business. They look at the instructions, they say, well, I'm gonna do that, but I'm definitely not gonna do that. And then they wonder why a lot of their results are not consistent enough. It's because they missed an ingredient. You missed something. You got to go back. You got to start all over again, right? So just throw that batch away and start all over again, and make sure you have everything. So that's what we're going to be doing is, it's putting together a formula of, step one, do this. A lot of, they've got some things. MLSP starts it off in the start here section. You definitely got to do that. But we're going to take it to another level as well, and just to kind of, I guess, organize a lot of the data even more, and just kind of streamline it into a certain process for people to follow, and not just. And I know we've done some things before, and not really with MLSP, but other things in the past over the years, and we're not just going to be putting together a lot of stuff just to say we're giving you busy work. I want to actually put together things and actions that you need to take that will definitely become a stepping stone to the next, I guess, part of that process, which will lead to either a lead or a sale. Okay, and so just kind of keep your eyes out for that. We're going to be working on that, and initially it might just be on a certain website with just step one, step two, whatever. But we're going to actually maybe create some type of system overlay over MLSP, and so you don't have to go. Remember how I was trying to look for that video row at first in the beginning of the webinar? So you won't have to do that. It'll already be linked. Watch this video here, and after you watch that video, you best believe I'm going to give you something that you need to do related to that video. Okay? If not, the instructor in the video is telling you to do some of that already. But I'm going to say, hey, do this, do that. And that way, what that's going to do for you is going to give you the level of accountability that you know that you need to do. So what it will eliminate is, well, I already know it's going to eliminate, well, Steve, I've done everything. No, you didn't do everything. No, you didn't. You didn't do everything. I already know the whole deal is, no, you didn't do everything. Because if you did everything, you would have had a certain result, okay? And that's really what we're going to be putting together, because, sales and marketing, guys, this whole process, it's really mathematic. It really is. If you do certain things, it's almost like the laws of the universe. If you do certain, if I got this little MLSP stress ball right here, right? If I throw it up, it's gonna come down. I might not understand why it comes down, but I can put money on it every single time without fail. If I keep throwing it up, it's going to always keep coming down. And that's the formula that we're creating, okay? If you do it, guess what? Some of you going to do it, some of you are not. That's just how people are. But for those that will, and those that will take advantage, and I'm not saying it's going to be something hard or nothing like that, it's just the stuff that we always do. And I think a lot of it is just trying to make it simpler for people to follow and understand, without having to think about this, that, and the other thing, because a lot of times people come in to marketing and they got so many things going on in their mind on what to do and what not to do and what tool to use, what tool not to use, and what training to follow and what training not to. They got so much stuff going on in their mind, they just get overwhelmed and they never do anything because of all the overwhelm. So we're going to eliminate a lot of that. So we're going to be working on that. We should have that, at least that outline of that done here in the next week or so. And but I'm really spending some time, and I'm going to be working with Ro and some of the other leaders as well, and just on what we feel that would really make the difference for a lot of people in terms of them getting results in their business. And because I don't know. I just feel like if you follow the right strategies, guys, you're going to be successful. And that's all that I've done. That's all a lot of the leaders have done. If you follow the right strategies, and if you're consistent with it, it's just going to yield a result. And it's almost like just taking this ball and throwing it up and down, and you already know if you throw it up, it's going to come right back in your hand. And that's exactly how I know about this business. When I throw a lot of content out there, I get back sales. I get back leads and sales. When I'm just throwing out content, here's a Facebook training, here's a Twitter training, here's a leadership training, here's a motivational training. When I'm throwing all this stuff out in the marketplace, guess what? They just keep throwing it back, throwing back sales and stuff just right back at me. Just hit me in the check. Boom, sale. Boom, bonus. Boom, prize. That's how it is. And I hate to be so funny about it, guys, but that's really exactly how it is. I mean, if you just keep throwing stuff out there and getting people to follow you and recognize you as a person that has a lot of value, that's what you get back. And in a nutshell, that's really what it's all about. So 2015 should be the year of building your army of followers. And if you do that and be noticed, it pays dividends. It's just period. It's just it is what it is. I mean, as long as you're building an audience, it pays dividends, and then you just start getting knocked upside the head with sales and leads and all kinds of stuff just hitting you all over the place. That's really what it's about. So guys, I'm done. Didn't look like we have any questions, but I've got this recorded, so I'll probably post it up somewhere on my wall or whatever. We'll probably create a group as well. I'll be working on that. I'll probably create a group, and we'll have few people help admin it and everything as well. But we definitely want to create what you want to do, guys. You want to create a force of marketers that know what they're doing. If you do that, you will never have to worry about money for the rest of your life. If you can build an army of educated people about marketing and know all this stuff, or at least have access to it, I mean, this is like writing a blank check. So that's one thing I understood looking at 2014, looking at what we did well, looking at what we could have worked better on. And one of the things that I think one thing we did well, we really built a much bigger audience this year. It's really what we did. On the flip side of that, I think they could have been trained better. And I think a lot of that was because we focused so much on the opportunity of whatever that was, right? And so a lot of people fell through the cracks. And I really don't want that to happen again for 2015. So our focus this year is going to be training. So we're gonna really build that and build more training, more experts, more gurus, whatever you want to call them, right? People that just know how to get a lead and know how to make money in any business that they join. That should be your number one goal. I want to have my skills so tight that I can make money in any business that I join. A lot of you right now probably joined some business and you had your fingers crossed. I hope I make some money. I hope they send me some money. I hope I get a lead. I hope I get a lead. Right? Shouldn't be any reason why you should even think that when you join a business. When you join a business, you should already know that you want to get leads and sales. Like when I joined, I already know. It's just a matter. The biggest dilemma you should have is if you just even want to do that business or not. That should be the only thing you should be thinking about. Because you already know if you decide to do it, you're going to make money. You might not know how much money you're going to make, but you just want to be like, hey, I know I'm going to make money, but let me think about it even if I even want to do it. And that's typically what, my wife and I, we struggle with that sometimes. We're like, do we want to build that one? Because I'm looking at the work. I'm not even looking at it. I already know we'll make the money. It's just that I think now, and a lot of you guys will experience this, if you do it right, the most valuable commodity that you will have eventually won't be money. It'll be time. That's my most valuable commodity right now. So it's not about the money. It's about Do I want to invest any time in that? Because I know I'll make money. And I remember one of my mentors said that years ago. I'm like, are you crazy? I want the money, right? You know, I got all the time in the world. I just need the money in my hand, right? So I get it. I get it. But as your skill levels grow and your successes grow, you start to understand that, hey, I can make money in anything now. So now it's more or less, do I want to do that business, or do I just want to, do I want to invest time in that business? And that's where I want to get you guys, right there, okay? And by doing a lot of things that we're going to be working on for 2015, it's going to be cool. So you guys, you guys are the first people on this webinar, because this is going to be a very big deal in 2015. I don't even know the name of this webinar yet, but I'm working on something. So we got something working in the background, and so it's going to be hot. It's not just going to be me. We're going to have other leaders. I'm pretty sure Ro's going to come up there, do some things. Ronald. I want to get you guys to where you become leaders, to where you're holding trainings for people, okay? Because that's really what it's all about. So of course, it's probably going to be me in the beginning mostly, but but the whole thing is to really get you guys in position so you can attract the masses to you, okay? So with that said, guys, I'm done. Have a great rest of your evening, and I know today's Monday, December the 8th, and I'll keep you guys posted on when we'll be doing the next one. We'll probably do another one maybe next week as well, and then we'll know for sure, at least by that time, when the official name of this webinar, will be, and what the time schedule will be going forward in 2015. And again, to get into this webinar, you need to be My Lead System Pro. If you got people that know about this webinar and they want to be in this webinar, you need to tell them you need to be in My Lead System Pro. So you need to send them your link so they can sign up. So guess what? They can have access to it. Number two, you can get a commission for it, and then you can invite them into this webinar, if that makes sense. So there's just a few ideas that we're having, not to only help you in your strategies and of your marketing, but also to even help your residual income and just having additional streams of cash flow coming to you from different sources. So with that, guys, I'm done. Have a great night, and I'll post this video up here later on, and I'll probably just email it to everybody, and we'll see you guys on the next video. All right, guys, have a good night. Peace.